All right, today I have a very special pistol or revolver on the line with me. This is a Dan Wesson 715. It's a 357 Magnum, 4-inch barrel. This one I got is kind of one of those heirloom guns I won't ever sell. I actually traded this to my father-in-law for a .22 rifle. He's had this since, I believe, the mid-90s. All I did to it is I took it all apart and speed blasted it nice and clean. These are the original grips. I've got other grips, but I wanted to kind of go retro with this, so I put this back in. Put a spring kit in it, and I put a fiber optic front. The cool thing about the Dan Wesson revolvers like this are they have a little nut up here, and you get a tool when you buy this that you stick it on the end there, and you can unhook this nut, and it's a tension to sleeve barrel basically. So once that nut's off, this whole shroud comes off, and then the barrel threads into the top strap or the frame here. So they made kits where you could buy a 2-inch barrel, 3-inch, all the way up to like 10-inch barrels, I believe. But this is a 357 Magnum, but I'm gonna shoot some 38 specials, some MagTech, what are these? 158 grain, just 38 specials, just to get familiar with it again. I have not shot this gun very much since I got it all cleaned up and everything. It's been really nice, so I really didn't want to mess with it, but you got to just make sure the sights are on and everything. The sights, I believe, are never really been sighted in, so I'm just going to sight it in for this 38 special and kind of go from there. So it has an adjustable rear sight, which I think I have a tool to adjust it, but we'll see. And let's just see what happens. We're only at like 12 yards, I believe, on this range right now, so let's just see what we can get. I'm gonna go for that number 3. Now I am covering the target with the fiber dot. The fiber dot is pretty big on this front sight, which is one downside to it, but there's not a whole lot of options out here for these Dan Wessons. Okay, high and left for me on this one. Let's try 2 more rounds to get it on paper. Actually, I'm not that far off. I'm gonna put a couple more just to do the cylinder. I take it back. I think it's close enough. I believe that was 6, wasn't it? Yep, 6 rounds. All done. I'm just gonna check with my little Vortex Recon RT. This is a 15x50 monocular. Has a milling reticle in it. Kind of overkill for 12 yards, but it's just nice to verify my eyes aren't what they used to be. So yeah, I got 1 dead center. Looks like 2 just outside at 11 o'clock. And then I've got the bulk of the group kind of right there on the far left edge. So I actually may just try to get this dialed in just a little bit more. Let me make sure I've got a proper tool. You never want to use the wrong tools for this kind of stuff because you don't want to ruin the screws or anything. Let's see if this fits nicely. So let's see, to go right, I want to move my back sight right. So that should be letting off of this. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I think I might have moved too many. Let's just throw another couple rounds in there. I'll just do 3 this time, just to see if it made a huge difference. All right. I'm gonna go for a different target now so I can see the group better. I'm gonna go with a target right next to it. Probably a good sign that I can't see the actual holes because that probably means they're right in the black. But let's double check. Hot damn. Dead center. That's pretty damn good for me. So let's put a couple more mags, or not mags. Yeah, that's a slip there, huh? How many mags we can put through this? So I'm not really much of a revolver guy. I had a 629 I did an article for Athlon with, and while good, I found that myself I can shoot a G20 or a Glock 29, 20 or 29 way more fast, accurate, and I can control the recoil a lot better. So for me, if it was like an Ibarra counter or something like that, give me a Glock and a 10mm Glock, and I'll put the hurt on. With a 629, I could get that first shot off easy enough, but man, I don't trust myself with the remaining 5 in the cylinder. Let's try a couple double action pulls and see what we can do. I'll go for a new target, yet another new target here. That one went just a little left. That's one thing too, I forget to count my numbers here. So that one looked pretty good. I've got that very first one, like I said, that went out, but the all the other ones are right there in that box. And once we're all done shooting from the line here, I'll probably throw a couple, I'll throw the camera down there. Let's see how terrible single action offhand gets. So that's one thing going from the bags there, but when you have to do it offhand, it's a little different. Six. Yep, so see my flinching there? All right, I think that is close enough. We'll do a couple more cylinders full up at the closer range there, more in the 7 to 5 yard range, and I'll bring you along with me. All right, I'm up here with the RE Factor Tactical Kill Zone target, which is just an anatomically correct skeleton target, kind of overlaid on an IDPA style or IPSC style target. I'm pretty close to it. I believe I'm at 5 yards, but I got a couple cylinders loaded, or a cylinder loaded here of that MagTech 158. And I'm just gonna kind of just simulate a couple drills. I'm not really doing anything. I don't even have a holster on or anything, but let's just kind of see what it's like with these 38 specials. Those were all in the heart. So with these 38s, it's kind of a pussycat to shoot. I shot it with some 150 or some 357 Magnums before, and it was definitely more stout. That's why I put the rubber grips on, but actually now feeling these wood grips, stocks, whatever you want to call them, so far, not a problem. So I'm gonna go again. Still all in the heart. I might have flinched in that last one. I need to get a cadence down to kind of show, to know my counts. I can do 3 double taps pretty much, and that would let me know so I don't shoot those empty cylinders. I don't have any speed loaders for this gun either, oddly enough, but let's try some single actions. I'm going to shoot them right in the pelvis bone there, hopefully. Oh yeah. Stacking bullets now. Is that 6? Yes, that was 6. You can tell that I'm used to mainly auto loaders that just throw the slide back and lock it back when I'm done. It's a little bit harder on the revolvers. Even though it's 6 shots, I should be able to count 6 shots. That's no excuse. And it's getting cold out here, so my fingers aren't working well. All right, let's do some double action pulls on the old eye area there. All right, I got 6 shots to do it. So let's see if I can do 2 double taps, or 3 double taps. Not the best group that I would like, but that would still be a dead bad guy if it were those situations. Let's see how many I got. I got 2, 4. I got 5 bullets left. Let's see what I can do with 5 cartridges. And then I'm done with this revolver for the day. I'm very happy with the groups it's put out. And let's see if I can get him in the teeth. Going right in the teeth this time. Shoot him right in that B zone. Got him right in the teeth. Forgot there was only 5 for some reason. All right, I'll cut it now and I'll come back and show you where the target actually hit. All right, so here's that kill zone target from RE Factor Tactical that I was talking about. These are my first 2 groups. The first one was right here, that was doing double action. Then I hit it down here. So still a dead guy. Then I said I was doing some single action pelvis shots. The first 3 or 4 were just stacked right on top of each other. Then I started spreading out just a little bit. And then we go up to the eyes. That's to say where I said the group that I wasn't super proud of. There's the group up there, and then there's the teeth shot, my last shots. Super happy with those. And we'll go back to the testing that we were doing on this other target. This was the target after I believe these were double action. Yeah, these are my double action shots at the farther range. This was the 3 that I said after I sighted in, after I made that adjustment. So that's where I was seeing 3 in the black. That's good enough for me. And these were the ones where that very first group where I said I got 1 in the center, but most of them were right out here. I think there's a couple more right there. So that's where I was off. I made the adjustment, got centered on, and then I went double action, and I was here. So pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with these. The RE Factor Tactical targets have been awesome for me. And I bet you you guys would like them too.